Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ESPN. Today, guys, we got some breaking news for you as it concerns Marc Gasol being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Guys, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about the in-depth of this trade and what this all means for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward, which, by the way, you know, the Lakers have until a month until the regular season begins. So there's a lot of speculation and some interest when it comes to the Lakers and their expectations going into the next couple of weeks and possibly going into the regular season. I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and then also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites, and of course subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me on all of my social media sites, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. So guys, the breaking news, you know, the Lakers, they traded Marc Gasol to the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for I believe part of that trade, according to Woj from ESPN, it's Marc Gasol and a 2024 second round pick and cash, and in exchange for the draft rights of the Memphis Grizzlies, who they have. I forget his name. His name is Wang, but for some reason his last name escapes me right now. But he plays for the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association, and he is basically well known as being a promising Chinese basketball player over there. So he's well known, and I believe he got drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies in 2016 in the second round. So it sort of remains to be seen if somehow he'll work his way to the NBA and play for them, for the Lakers someday. But you know, it's sort of remains to be seen about that sort of aspect, and it's so up in the air right now. I'm not even sure if he will remain with the CBA, but you know, still remains to be seen about that. And just looking at his stats, guys, I mean, he averaged, okay, because you know, he's like well respected over there, you know, being a very good athlete. He averaged around like 20 points a game for a 7-footer. So you know, he has some promise in him, and you know, he's 27 years old, so he could somehow down the line work his way to the NBA and probably play a game in there, possibly, or maybe he will start with the G League possibly to see if he's eligible or he's worthy enough to potentially, you know, I don't know, play in the NBA. But you know, still remains to be seen about that. So the Lakers got the draft rights for that particular player from the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for them trading Marc Gasol for the 2024 second round pick and cash also being part of that trade deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. So so guys, what does this all mean? I mean, now it opens an opportunity for the Lakers to look for someone in the free agency market. I mean, now the roster is now down to 13 players on the roster, including signing, you know, DJ, okay, DeAndre Jordan, which yesterday the Lakers made it official. They signed him to a 1-year deal, I believe $2.6 million. It's a veteran minimum, so obviously the Lakers got a pretty good, talented player. I mean, he can rebound for you. He's athletic. Similar traits to what we had back in 2019 and 2020 season with JaVale McGee alongside, you know, Dwight Howard. It's going to be a very fun lob city, if you will, for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to them making open shots, protecting the rim, and obviously, you know, DJ brings that same mentality to the table, and I really can't wait to see what he will bring to the table. But, you know, just bringing that up, I mean, the Lakers now have 13 players on the roster, and there's 2 roster spots remaining, and it could potentially end up maybe the Lakers filling up that last maybe that 14th roster spot to maybe possibly somebody in the free agency market, or maybe somebody from the G League, maybe somebody like Mac McClung from the South Bay Lakers, or maybe Chauncey Brown. He could potentially work his way to the Lakers' remaining roster spots. Or, there's Austin Reeves, who's also from the South Bay Lakers, who signed on a two-way contract. So the Lakers could do that route. But, still remains to be seen about this, guys. This is just breaking news right now. And as it stands now, the Lakers have 13 players on the current roster, with them trading Marc Gasol to the Memphis Grizzlies. So this is just breaking news. This is very surprising to see this type of move being made. I mean, there's some speculations out there that some people wanted Marc Gasol to remain with the Lakers because he brings that shooting as a big man. But, there's just a lot of big men now on the Los Angeles Lakers that it's kind of, for me, it's kind of overwhelming in this sense, because you have to think about, excuse me, what Anthony Davis brings to the table as well. I mean, he will be playing more minutes at the center position anyway. So it kind of breaks down about the minutes and the rotation-wise of Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan when it comes into the mix, when it comes to that particular position. So, I think it kind of cuts down of the minutes-wise when it comes to them trading Marc Gasol. So I think it will kind of even things out when it comes to going into the regular season. So there's that obviously good perk, if you will, when it comes to that sort of instance. But at the same time, some Laker fans wanted Marc Gasol to stay because he brings that shooting, which he obviously did for the Lakers last season. But, he just wasn't really that effective. He was, pretty slow, and, when it comes to, his durability and stuff like that. So I believe it was just the right thing to do, because, the Lakers just needed to look for other options when it comes to improving the team more. Obviously, there's some free agents out there, from James Ennis, who, obviously is a young player. I mean, he's like 27 years old, I believe. And he's pretty young for his age, and, he can shoot as well. And he's a power forward, so he can bring that sort of ability to the Los Angeles Lakers with his shooting as well. And, he's been rumored of showing a lot of interest from the Los Angeles Lakers. So there's that possibility that the Lakers may pursue him, that sort of route. Or there's probably someone else out there that I can't really think of on the top of my head that's still available, because it's been like a while now that, the Lakers have been in free agency rumors when it comes to certain players. And that's why I haven't been uploading a lot of videos lately, because, there's not a lot of news about the Lakers as of late. And, with them officially signing, DJ, obviously it was just another type of Lakers news that I had to bring up, because it's kind of a big deal, because it kind of helps the Lakers with rim protection and the defensive side of the ball. So with that being said, guys, I mean, it is a very interesting time for the Lakers. It's kind of up in the air right now when it comes to this breaking news and what they will do moving forward when it comes to those two remaining roster spots. And when it comes to that last roster spot, I mean, it's all obviously, in the past, the Lakers usually leave that last roster spot to potential buyout players in February when it comes to the buyout market. And it sort of remains to be seen now, because, since, as I mentioned, the trade of Marc Gasol, it leaves two roster spots open. So it's kind of a likely chance that the Lakers may use that 14th roster spot on somebody in the free agency market, or in the G League, in the South Bay Lakers. I mean, it's so up in the air right now that it's questionable at the moment. But if anything does happen when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers about that particular roster spot or news update speculations about surrounding the Lakers, I will deliver you all on this channel and all across all my social media sites when it comes to everything news, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. Please make sure to, guys, make sure to like all of my social media sites and subscribe to the channel ZSPN on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like my page on Facebook, ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites, and of course subscribe to the channel. And guys, please give me your thoughts about the trade of Marc Gasol to the Memphis Grizzlies. Isn't it a good move by the Los Angeles Lakers? Or do you think the Lakers made a mistake? I mean, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.